Alright, and we are good to go. We're just chilling on a new Minecraft world. So we're gonna actually have to start off by doing is, well, we have to fix up a lot of this terrain. So what I want to start off by doing is I do like the fact that we're on a beach. That's a good biome for this. But what I want to fix, very straightforward, is that the terrain looks a mess. So, the first thing I want to handle is let's grab some sand. Where is our sand? I may have to set us to survival temporarily just to get ourselves some efficiency because I know that they tend to it's easier to bulldoze sand in survival mode for some reason. You have like efficiency 5. But like it doesn't seem to like efficiency when it I grabbed smooth sandstone. I'm still fine with that. Okay, we just want to of course cover this all the way up. Just so it's not an aesthetic like eyesore. This is gonna be a while though. Hopefully we get this to work. Okay. Oh, first thankfully we're in creative. Not our usual survival mode. And round we go. Let us handle that. Okay. Please just come on. Okay. And what we want to do next is pretty straightforward. Just remove the stone around the edges. We can get that going pretty soon. Okay. And yeah, there we go. And do a little bit more. Yeah, it's just gonna take a while to place all this, but as soon as we have it done, we should be decently good. Okay, so let's self-build in. Um, I naturally just really want to. Okay, if we knock that out, yeah, it all falls. So we should definitely start knocking these actually, just so we can see that physics does everything. Because I know the way beaches tend to spawn, you're gonna have weird and wacky physics just messing things up. So we may come across a cave or two by accident. See, we are on a beach, so uh, possible, unlikely, but possible. You know what? We're just gonna start over here. You see that little area back there? That's probably actually our best friend. Yeah, it is definitely our best friend. Okay, so we're gonna knock down some of these trees, clear up all that, and yeah, we're gonna start knocking down these trees. Okay. Hopefully we can, we may have to turn up the tick speed a bit. And what are we doing here? Just knocking these out so we can have some peace of mind. Okay, next one. We're gonna add custom trees later, don't worry. Um, all the ones that are immediately within the vicinity. Just place that in there. Okay, where's the other ones I need to immediately remove? This one. Okay, let's get rid of that. And over here. Okay, once we have those out of the picture, we can realistically just... Okay, I'm going to probably switch to shears just so I don't remove anything that I don't want to remove. Then we can just go ahead and delete all the spare stuff. But, yeah. Okay, those are out. Oh, I forgot a block here. Now it's out of the picture. Forgot one here too. And over here. Now we're we can get. Oh, that's still just decaying is all. Okay. Now, those are all a bit more controlled. I'm just gonna switch to some shears. Just actually, no, we want to get rid of all these acacia in the area because they still form part of the backdrop, and I do like my shaders images after I'm done with builds, so I'm gonna keep knocking them out until they're pretty much eliminated. Oh, look at that. That's just hovering. Okay. And what else are we dealing with? Okay. Now we should be good. Where's the music at? Oh, hey Scott, how are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, I did. I was distracted. So I don't know if you saw a thing earlier. So we did initially get permission to stay on the server, but the thing is, I don't think this person remembered, so they just added the whitelist. I told them to add a whitelist, by the way, because I did not realize. So apparently Apex recycles IPs. So Luminous deleted the old server, okay? But because he didn't have a designated IP, it wasn't like the trail smp.apexmc.co, it went back into circulation. So it's tagged as a central time server, Dallas area Apex, but someone else got it. So, and apparently the server had only been open for a few days when I noticed. So I thought he reopened it. Now, the server owner was chill. They were. They were friendly. But it startled both of us because we both didn't understand. Did you see this coming? I'm just saying, did you see this coming? Because it caught me off guard. But yeah, we're not long. Yeah. But hey, I'm not going back to the server. I don't want to invade their space. So yeah. I just wish we had known about it sooner as well. Yep. Anyway. I do think Angelo said he would be giving both of us admin perms on his little thing pretty soon here, just so we don't have to wait on him to turn it on all the time. Because, you know, we do need to go back onto that SMP he made. Just the thing is, because it's Turnos, obviously he doesn't like to pay for things, so it makes sense. Because it's a Turnos, you have to always turn the server back on after a certain bit of time. So which means that he's gonna have to give both of us admins so we can be able to access the world without having to go through a bunch of other people. Okay, I'm gonna grab some shears so I can start mowing this. Wait, they added bundles! I'm gonna be carrying a blue bundle with me everywhere nowadays once we go back to the world. You're kidding, right? Okay. I'm gonna set myself to adventure mode. I can still mine with this in adventure, right? Nope. What about survival? Okay. Yeah, this works. I'll just have to give myself like 40 of these shears. Plus, I'm just in easy mode because why not? But yes, I'm just shaving the lawn right now. Anyway, so your night's going well. Okay, what is going on here? Oh, wait, I should definitely be ready to fight. Okay. Yeah, it's one way to mow the lawn. Yeah, absolutely. You know the old Marines punishment. You're gonna mow the lawn with scissors today. Not just any scissors, though. Mustache trimmers. Mustache scissors. Just, you know, the tiny ones. Yes, that's what we're gonna use to mow the lawn today. Go. Oh! You know what? I'm just gonna punch it instead. But yeah, the thing is, the reason I'm doing it in survival rather than a creative, you know, this is a creative world, is simply because on survival, you don't have to deal with as much of things. Hello, zombie villager. I see you have a very bad attitude. Will you please leave me alone? I'm gonna put you in timeout. Come on. I'm gonna put you in timeout, good sir. Okay, thank you. Alright. What is going on here? But yeah, I'm thinking of just building a resort and just, or should I just build a house? Which one should I build? A house or a resort? Because either one is actually fun, but yeah. Good sir, I do not like your attitude. Will you still please stop trying to punch me? I'm exercising my right to defend myself. Okay, what? Excuse me, would you please put the bow down? Oh wait, I'm gonna use this guy as a shield, okay? Come on. Oh, dang it, okay. Yeah, you know, we're gonna go to creative again. Back to that, okay. We're done messing with them. So, oh, do both. Okay. Well then. So the first thing I want to do is start with sand then. Okay. What do you want to do with it? Actually, no, we need to smooth out the terrain. So we need dirt. Not actually not dirt really. We need this. Well, at least we know we're doing terraforming first. Okay. So, what type of house should we build? Just a cozy house or like a modern two-story or something like that? Modern, and no, I think it's gonna be like a test world for me to develop modern building skills. So I'm already good at building like old-timey, but I do need to practice building modern. So, okay. I just got the perfect idea. Okay, so we're gonna, since we're doing the house first, I'm gonna grab our colored blocks. Okay. Where is my terracotta? I want my terracotta. Actually, no, I don't want my terracotta. I want my concrete. Okay. Light gray, black, and my beautiful blue. Okay. So, alright then. I'm gonna make this thing as modern as can be. Okay, do you want it on the grass or on the beach? Which one? Your skills. Oh, sorry, it didn't show me the whole thing. Let me quickly. There we go. Okay. My skill says more in the modern camp, technically more or less than just. Okay. Yeah, so I'm more of a like old-timey, but yeah. Do on the grass the path to the beach. Alright then. So we're gonna build it right about here then. Okay. So because being modern, we're not gonna do the usual 5 tall. You know, yeah, we are gonna do this 5 tall. Okay, why not? If I'm not mistaken, I have to do a bunch of weird angles with modern. Okay. We're gonna use this for the framing, of course. Okay. Hmm. I don't think I've ever built modern. I'm gonna be genuinely honest. Okay. That looks right, I think. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm just going to start placing blocks, and we're gonna figure out windows and stuff later. Actually, wait. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I always start with the floor plan. We can detail the exterior after. We want the floor plan first. So never done beachfront housing. You've done docks though. Yeah, I've only done beachfront housing like once or twice, and this was like years ago. Okay. I don't think I can do any rounded things the modern style, because I'm pretty sure that like that particular style does not permit it. Okay. Let's see. We definitely want to leave enough room for plenty of like stuff on the inside. Yeah, I think this should give us enough space. And yes, if I'm building a house, I'm not going small. I don't like to go small, because what kind of wimp goes small? Small build, smaller down low. Yes, okay. I'm trying so hard not to swear anymore. Just now that I'm returning to YouTube, I can't risk swearing as much. So let's see this. By the way, we're not live on YouTube right now. We're only live on Twitch, just because I needed a break from all that. Okay. Do small for a starter home and proceed to never. Yes, I've been there but too. Like, okay. I think everyone's done that. It just like the natural instinct. Okay. That's looking about the right size of the first floor, I think. So we just need to, of course, map the interior. Because it's modern, we have to like add too much space to it. Okay. There we go. I'd say we cut this off like so. All right. My house was when I first built it. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and then on Seacrest, also like I ended up living out of a literal ship. Like I had this little merchant ship I built, and I was using that as my home. So I definitely feel you. Okay, let's see. Where's this gonna go? Okay, wait, how far can I take this? Okay, so we're gonna have to adjust the angle on this one. No issue. Okay. Yeah, that's a decent first floor layout. Okay. Now that we have that set up, what do we need to do? So we need to have both of these on the same width. 4 wide, 4 wide. Okay. Let's see now. We're gonna need to actually flatten out the interior now before we get to raising the walls. Because if we don't flatten out the interior ahead of time, we will end up with issues. So, what kind of things should we do to the floor? Maybe, end up doing, what is it? One of your creative worlds you were leaving out of shit that was for story purposes. Ooh, okay. That sounds cool. Okay, you should definitely, tell me more about that. Other worlds ended up fed, never building a home on purpose. Yeah, well, that sounds cool. I like that you're actually putting story into creative as well. Normally, I only add story to my like survival. Let's see this. Yeah, this is gonna be a wild situation. Okay. Yep. Okay. So what I can predict is that this is going to take a enormous amount of time just to mine out all the dirt. But it'll be worth it. Gonna be about probably a 30 minutes of just mining, probably. Yeah. But yeah, I think I've only added like story to Creative World once or twice, but that was because when I was younger, I shared worlds with my sisters, and it was, yeah, pretty much all Creative Worlds have some sort of story going on. The exception is interesting. Yeah, so one of my Creative Worlds actually is literally just whatever it is, the tutorials world. Then I have one thing that where I used to build a city on it, and I think that's about it for creative worlds. I don't really play creative as much anymore. It used to be like the only thing I played back around 1.12, but that was what, almost 8 years ago, maybe longer. But man, that's, yep. Okay, let's see. Man, it's gonna take a while to clear this grass out. I'm actually tempted to just blow this grass up with TNT. Like, tempted to. I'm not gonna do it, but believe me, it's tempting. Yeah. Oh, we're about to go for stone too. It's about my background when I started playing. I attempted to start all world and ended up. Yeah. And when I first started playing survival, I was so bad at it that I ended up opening up the worlds to land just to get illegal items. I did. It was I was that bad. I couldn't tell myself what a failure I was, so I ended up opening to land just to appease my ego. So, yep. And what are we doing here? Alright. Yeah, we're definitely making some progress at ripping this stuff out. Just question is how much progress are we making? Yeah, I think I probably did the same around then. So, yeah, you started in 1.8, you said, if I'm not mistaken, right? I mean, I know I started around 1.9, but you know, man's taking an eternity. Are we even halfway? Okay, yeah, we're getting close to halfway done with this, so we're making progress at least. Yeah. So, what is your favorite thing to build? Since you said you built ships too, I didn't even know you've built ships before. So, like, what's your favorite thing to build? Okay, trick or terraforming, so you just run it, row down, spam left click, rinse and repeat. Yep, look, that's literally what I'm doing right now. So, I just literally just waiting until we see the end. Eventually, we shall be blessed with a level, flat surface. And possibly not go insane. Well, we are getting so close to this. Probably roads. Yeah, I figured as much. I mean, you're always like building highways and stuff, like connecting the entire server together. So, no, that makes a lot of sense knowing you. Okay. Okay, how long must we wait to see the surface? To see the surface indeed. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting closer. Well, this is going to be a situation to deal with once we move on to the next level of this. Because we have, at least we'll have the floor plan marked out, though. That'll be a benefit. However, this may need to be separated out. No, it doesn't. Okay. What in the world? Okay. Okay, so what should we use for the immediate wall material? Possibly, well, we are excavating this, so we're gonna have to, like, replace the walls anyway. I'm thinking, quartz pillars, maybe? For the walls? The initial walls, that is. Okay. It's gonna take a while to keep excavating. We're over halfway done, though, so we're getting close. On quartz and white concrete. I thought that much. Okay. So the quartz pillars, and possibly a dark oak pattern for the floor, I think would be good. Actually, dark oak pattern for some rooms, stripped spruce for others. Okay. Getting dark again. Okay, let's actually grab the blocks before we forget. Where is it? Oh, it's not in this menu. What am I thinking? Okay, so strip spruce. Should I really just throw in my gray concrete? They could, but I'm more a floor pattern type of person. But yeah, I think that would make a good hardwood floor. You're right. So we'll grab that back. We're also going to just do time. Oh, actually, no, we're just going to put a bed down because I don't like cheats if I can avoid them. So here we go. Okay. Where is this going? I do wonder. Okay, so after this one, we just have this room right here, and we'll be done with that. Then we can just move up the flooring. So this building is about 5 blocks tall for just the ceiling, but I'm gonna make it 6 blocks because we have all this space. So 6 blocks, which means the ceiling itself has to be at 7. So okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this one right here. Okay, so we're actually going to just mark that ahead of time. Because that is our official ceiling right there. Anything that goes under that will be considered correct. Okay, and then I just have to knock out everything that's not under it. Alright, and keep it wrapping around. Okay. And then I'm gonna have to figure out about the other things, the specifically the wild stuff. Figuring out how to make the exterior look modern. But we're gonna go ahead and deal with that at a different time. More focused on getting this all to stay together. Okay, loop this around. Okay, we're getting there. The gray concrete box of doom will not last forever, I promise. Okay. Bring that around again. And yes. We're actually going to switch to the blue concrete once this is down, because I think the blue would add a nice contrast. Just to outline the upper floor. Anyway, let's get back to mining the blocks out. Okay, and how long must it take? Okay. I think it's gonna take a bit longer, right? Okay, oh, just going to get the stone. Okay, that it works pretty well. Oh, alright. How long do we deal with this? Okay, come on, nearly there, nearly there. And then we just have the last turn to deal with, and we'll be free of the monstrosity that is this giant wall of dirt. Okay. Is it nearly done? Please say so. Okay, yeah, I'll show you what I mean in a second about the, special floor patterns. Because we're gonna have to add those in anyway. Okay, let's, I really... I'm gonna hate dirt after this. I'm gonna have a vendetta against it. Come on. Yeah, this is definitely taking a while. That's pretty bizarre. Yeah. What was I thinking building this here? So I'm assuming this would probably be the main building of the resort since this is what we're doing. So yeah. Okay. This is taking way longer than expected. Oh wait, Astros, why don't we switch out this actually for a smooth sandstone and the for the birch. That actually could work better for what the environment we're actually working in. So smooth sandstone, where is it? I want it. Yes. Okay. We have a lot of work to do left in this. Yeah. It's just gonna take us a while. Yep. What else is here? Really? Okay, just more to disassemble, just even more. Till, we cannot bear the sight of dirt anymore. Come on. So, as for dark planks being a good hardwood floor, yeah, that actually makes sense. So, but, okay, so here's what I'm going to do with actually the spruce, since I need a break from the thing anyway, from mining all that. So we're going to take this like this, right? But since it's a directional block, we would actually take it like that, and put it like that again. Okay. Put it here. Repeat. And it actually produces a nice texture, right? Like that. Now, we can also do the same thing with other blocks the same type. But the problem with it is also, unfortunately, self-explanatory. You end up with weird overlaps like this. So you end up having to make one side longer at first, which is bizarre. but we can make it work. Okay. So, yeah, this might be problematic. It really might be. Oh, wait a minute. I got an idea. Maybe I'm not supposed to do it like that, so to speak. But let me switch out for some script dark oak. And also we're gonna have to sleep for the night again. Okay. So now that we have this, we're gonna go ahead and place it like so. Not sure if that looks as good as I think it does. Okay, let's actually switch the pattern up. Okay, that's the pattern I was thinking of. Okay, it was not crossing correct earlier. So let's actually, yeah, let's do that. The dark actually looks better than the spruce for this. Yeah, that looks man sick right there. Okay. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. Okay, we're gonna put down another bed. We're gonna sleep through this. And where in the world are we going? Okay, knock this all out. Come on, alright, we're dealing with here. Okay. This is wild. Okay. How much left? Okay, not much. We're almost there. Final stretch. Home stretch. And I can see the end. We're approaching the end of the nightmare. Finally. Okay. So let's start with each room one at a time and start working on the floor. Okay, so I'm going to start by knocking out all the floor in this room. And then you'll see that thing that we want to do. Okay. So now that we have that set up, I think we should be fine. No, we have to make sure we get one all the way to the end. So we're gonna actually use this one all the way to the end. But no, that was at the wrong angle. Okay. And continue it all the way to where we want it. Okay. We're almost there. And a victory. Go. Now that we have that, we can start placing in the other stuff in the regular pattern. Yeah, what do you think of this pattern, Sky? Think it looks decent? Let's actually eliminate that all the way to there. Alienated between spruce and dark oak. Hey, Daryl. Oh, welcome in. So what do you mean by alienated between it? So, oh, alternated. So you mean like, you think this would have looked better? So it's yeah. Okay, so this is what you meant, Daryl, I assume? Yeah, you said, oh, alternated. Okay, for some reason I read alienated in your chat. I was glancing at it. Yeah. Wait, maybe, so you want it to be a lighter shade. So what if we went still for the dark oak? Actually, no, wait, let's try this. Let's, switch it for the spruce, logs instead of this. That work? I think that looks a bit better, right? Or is that too dark now? Not sure. Let's remove this last one right here just to see a bit better what it would look like. I mean, it does look better than the super light. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I thought as well. Alright, so it's, yeah, I agree. The thing does look a bit better than just having the direct spruce. I mean, not direct spruce, direct dark oak. Alright, so now we're working with this. Let's actually put that gray concrete back. Yeah, we're just doing the floor plan because we're tired of working on everything else. But yeah. Anyway, how's your day going, Daryl? So I saw your thing about the Gabe cube. That was pretty funny. Yeah. Let's see, is that heading the right direction? It is. Hey, I feel ya. I got off work like, what, 2.5 hours ago? So. You have been. That's right. I saw like you were live about a week ago. I wasn't able to or not a week ago. Whenever you were there, I saw your YouTube post after. I wasn't able to make it because I was out driving around town, but it's nice to see you live again and all that. So you enjoying being back? Okay. Let's see, I have this facing this way. Oh, this the wood. I want. Did I get rid of the dark oak logs? Did I get rid of them? I think I did somehow. Okay, let's take that back. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I haven't really been in touch with Jamie as much. She and I are still on good terms. Just we've split paths, and plus she's all. I am back to being family friendly, just to comply with YouTube and all that. But I still swear every now and then. And also, she's kind of left Minecraft, so we don't really share a niche anymore. So, but yeah, I'm still good terms with her. So how did that go? Just I haven't talked to her in probably a month, but yeah. Wait, what? Actually, what? I'm curious now. She has? I thought she said she was leaving Minecraft. Like, I think she like had an announcement like a year ago saying that she was tired of Minecraft because it took too much energy. Oh, interesting. Well, I'll have to check her out again then. I didn't realize she was getting back into it as well. I mean, I did leave Minecraft myself for like, what, a year? Like, I was like doing like all this FPS stuff, and got into some wild communities. Very fun, but it's not as chill as the old stuff I used to be around. But yeah, it's that's cool. What kind? Do you know what SMP? What kind of SMP she joined? Is it like just the ones she used to join, or? But believe it or not, actually, me and Sky are both looking at SMPs right now. We have a temporary one that we're doing with a friend. Uh, it's but yeah, we're also doing getting back into that. The SMP's piqued her interest enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, let's see this. We have to get down this corner. And man, a new creator group. Yeah, she's also been growing a lot recently. I think it was her old Mac was holding her back because she was always getting those weird frame rate drops. And I think that's what was killing her growth. Because she's always had the talent. She has. She just, I think she was being tanked by device things that were beyond her control at that time. Yeah, it is cool seeing her finally start to take off. So, let's see. Just figuring out what to do. Well, you're more than welcome to still chill with us. So, anyway, it looks like this floor. Yeah, I definitely like the idea you had about the dark oak and the spruce. It definitely looks better. Okay. Oh, wrong thing. All right. So the other thing we're thinking of just doing the basic stuff, but now because we did that floor pattern, I think this guy's AFK right now. He might just be lurking in the chat. Okay. Let's see this. Oh, you're here. Go. Okay. Anyway, do you think it would look good if we did it this way? Also, gonna quickly sleep tonight. Okay, I'm gonna actually do a little test area to see if the contrast looks right. Okay, let's see. Is that too much of contrast, or is it just right? I think it looks good. We were going to do dark oak planks. Weights. Okay, we might do dark oak planks. Let's see about this. Which one, the dark oak or the spruce? We got a transition here. Which one are you guys leaning towards? The dark oak or the spruce? Because we can go either way with this. I'm personally leaning towards the dark oak after looking at this. Yeah, I agree, Sky. Definitely the dark oak. Okay. So if we rent this out, we should be able to get this looking a bit more clean. Did have a type of content in mind. It's kind of based on what another creator did. It's basically build both immersive portals. Okay, that sounds fire. Okay. given what the Merciless Portals mod allows, that could get really interesting real quick. Because, like, you have to compensate for, like, the Nether, you have to compensate, I think, for the end as well. And it's... whenever you open the portal, you can see into whatever coordinate it went to. And, like, basically just walk straight through. No, that would be cool. That would, like, really be cool. And by the way, I'd be down for the build battle as well. So, if you decide to do that, hit me up. That. Anyway, yeah. So, how would those build battles work exactly? Like, do you have to like build a portal first and then the build battle starts, or how does it work? Okay. Yeah, this definitely will look better here. All right. And let's see this. So, like, would it be or do you like add another portal after like each round? Like until like becomes a like game of calculating coordinates. Okay, we are nearly done with this section. Just have to get that side as well. Okay. Usually no set rules. Usually you'd have water separating one side with another. Yeah, so immersive. Yeah, I know how regular build battle works, but okay. Oh no. Okay, I was thinking of the build battle where you both can see each other's build, but like it's you have a friend judge it. Oh, okay, you're talking about like the Hypixel style build battle. That okay, so and then you just have everyone. That's interesting. Okay, so that's what I was missing that. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Yeah. For some reason, I didn't register even the Hypixel style. I don't know why I didn't register that. But yeah. Okay, should we do the same sport pattern we did over there? Or we could just do something like, okay, here's the thing I want. Okay, I want the regular stripped wood. And I want the... What does XF stand for? Okay, where's the thing we want? We need this for sure. Oh, I just got an idea. So, like, if we take this like so, we could theoretically make a spiral thing. Okay. A nice little floor detail that looks like a spiral. Don't worry, guys, I'm not building what you think I am. Okay, and then I'm just making a little flower design. Okay, there we go. And if we like, so what does XF stand for? Like extremely something. Where's the next thing? So we went ahead and price it up by 2. Go. Then we bring that around. And yeah, it's set like that. If we that could be a good floor design, I think, right? The little star shape, right? Okay, if we bring that around to here. And would need a contrast block around it for sure. But you still I'm sorry. I had to make the joke because of the direction it was. Okay, so where does this go? Okay, no, that's a bit too far out. Actually, wait, I can still actually do the same sort of spiral with this. Okay. Yeah, I deserved that one. I made the reference, I deserved that one. Okay. So, there we go. Yeah, this little pattern looks pretty decent. Go. And then we just need to repeat it one more time, probably over here. And there it is. Okay, I will turn the voice builder on in just a sec. I have to open up voice mod and all that. Okay, game is paused so I can open up voice mod. By the way, my computer seems to hate voice mod, so probably we'll see which one works. You tell me what kind of voice you want, and we'll try and find something. Okay, where's my voice mod? There it is. So what type of voice we're gonna do? Oh, it's updating the app for some reason. Okay, come on, give me the mod. Thank you. I mean, you guys can turn me into a girl. You guys can break my mic so it sounds like OG Counter-Strike. You can do a bunch of things. You can turn me into some banana guy. You can make me the... Yeah, just what do you guys want me to do? Because you redeemed the thing. What do we want? Okay, is this one good? I think that's registered. That's the default mic, right? Okay, go here to make sure it worked. Okay, you guys able to hear it, right? The voice changer? Or do I need to switch it again? There's also this option. We could do that one, make it really sound awesome. What else do we want to do? Okay, so like you decide the filter, and then we'll start the thing. Where is the broken mic? I want the broken. I don't see the broken mic anywhere for some reason. Hit the main page. We can try this one. The chipmunk. So, like, what is the voice you want me to use? Okay, this one works, I suppose, unless you want it. Okay, so I need to add something to like the thing so that you have to specify what type of voice in the future. But any works. Okay, so anything works. Well then, we're gonna do something really cursed. And we're going to Yep. Let's see, yeah, let's do this one right here. That one, I think, works well enough. Is the voice sounding alright, or is it breaking? I need to make sure it's not breaking before we continue. Because if the voice is breaking, we need to make sure it does not. Let's see, how does this look? Alright. Yeah. So, voice mod's been giving me issues recently. It says don't know before if it is if the app is deciding to F me around or anything. So, yep. Let's see this. Okay, the next thing we want to do is take this. Okay, loop that around. Okay, we're gonna put a bed down. Okay, there we go. So was I using the strip spruce? Okay. There we go. I think we're looking better. Is this pattern starting to look good? I think it is. It's a bit of a complex pattern, but I think we'll be doing good. And by the way, I'm not watching the time. I'm just waiting until it gets roughly to 10 minutes, and I'll check the time. I already know what it is right now, but I'll check it like shortly. Ah, I made a mistake here. This one is a bit far out. Okay, you're gonna bring that in. I just realized that because the layout of this, we should naturally assume that this right here would be covered. Okay. And now we just have to fill everything in. Another thing I just realized is because of this, we should also assume that these are this. Okay. This is a repeating pattern, so I know what I need to do now. Okay. This works pretty well. Okay, next up, we need to replace all our remaining stuff with the spruce planks. I think we're doing really well. Okay, which means this naturally has to be more of it. Oh wait, nope, that has to go. Okay, we're gonna have to knock this one back a block just to maintain consistency. Okay, now we have that. Let's place this back here. We have about 7 minutes left in the voice changer. Yeah, that looks good, I think, right? Or is it a bit cluttered? Does the pattern look decent? And around we go. Last one is this. We're just going to repeat the pattern from there. So let's knock out the floor. And we're just going to repeat the pattern. Come on, just let us have our floor. This is going to take a while. And as we remove all this, we should hopefully be able to get this to work, okay? Give me a sec. And we are bringing it round, right, round, right, round. Yeah. Where's it going? Okay, naturally we have to start with this. And eventually we'll get across. Come on, just... There we go, almost there. We're nearly to the end of this, and then we can start actually just placing the blocks normally. And sweet. We made it. So now we just have to do this. Just have to copy this pattern over. And since we have the template finally, we just continue onward. Okay, what are we dealing with now? Alright, go ahead, switch back to the spruce logs, and we're going to go ahead and start placing these down, and we will be ready to move. Okay, another one down. Get that going. Alright, another one. Strip dark oak. And how long until we get to the walls? We shall see. Good. Oh, that's gross. We forgot to place one here to cover up the corner. But do it here as well, actually. And now we're back to this. Continue our progression to this direction. And we have the spruce again. Nearly done, though. Almost there. Okay. Now we have that done. Is this corner almost done? I do think so. Yeah, it's done now. Okay. Alright, and we can go back to the spruce again. Man, this takes a while to build up just the floors. And again, I'm just grateful we're not doing this in survival is all. It would be... What am I thinking? I switched to a spruce. Okay, and we just have to loop it a bit more. Oh! We forgot to put that in there. Now we can put this again. Okay. But remember the one piece right there. And alright. Let's see. Is there anything left for this? There is. And last piece. Floor is done for the first floor. I think this looks good. What about you guys? I think it all looks like a pretty detailed first floor. Now we need to do what Sky suggested. And we want our cut quartz. Okay. Our chiseled copper. Or, yes, or quartz pillar, whatever it is. Back to bed. Okay. Now we have slept through the night. Let us get to actual progress. So, my thoughts are that actually we're going to actually make everything about one block inside because it'll allow us to detail the exterior without having to deal too much with the other stuff. Now the interior stuff, obviously we have to take care of that, but by doing it this way we get a bit more depth. Or where was that at? Right here. Yeah, let's do the bottom layer with this. And then I want to experiment with the new shelf block. Let's see where this goes. So where's the shelf at? Functional blocks, probably. So I'm gonna use spruce shelves. Actually, no, dark oak, because why not? So dark oak shelves. This should be a decent wall block, right? No, not the best wall texture. Unless, actually, maybe it is? Let's try something. This actually could work, but only possibly. Not sure yet. Let's see this. Okay. The question is, can we joint it? We cannot. Okay. So it could potentially work for some walls. Just not all of them. It's good to know. Alright, there's that. And it has been over 10 minutes. Okay, it's been more than 10 minutes, so it is turned off. So we're just working on this section. We're not even gonna bother with some of this. We're just literally covering it up. However, I did get this wild idea just now. And yep, we're gonna try it. Okay. Let's see this. So we're gonna have to actually knock out half of this. And we could actually do it here, though. But it's not really worth it, so we're just gonna actually put a pillar there. Okay, what else do we need to deal with? Okay, once that is done, we can start moving on to the next thing. Okay. What do we want to do here? Oh yes, we want to continue on the floor. Also, I'm going to try and see what we can do with this, because I have this wild idea for this block now. Yep, okay, we are nearly all the way around. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that 2 blocks thick, I guess. Since we're keeping it 2 blocks thick, I'm gonna try the idea here. Go. Let's see, that's okay. So the idea would be to place the walls, like, not walls, whatever they're called, shelves, like this, which would allow us to actually do a interesting kind of detailing. The problem would be that they'd require us to do upside down stairs over them. but I think it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? And if we doubled it down, this could work even better, right? So now the new issue would be really, we want to take the quartz pillars, layer that up. Hmm. Yeah, I think that looks good as a design choice. What do you guys think? We could also take it further by doing that. We have to have an empty one for this. Yeah, what do you guys think of that? If we go ahead and place like so, allows us to have detailing on it too. But I think the detailing is actually a bit tacky for this. But you know, it actually does kind of seal the vibe, but I like the other side better. So I'm just gonna clear everything out of our hotbar, aren't we? We are gonna have to clear everything out of our hotbar for that. So it's not even worth it. Okay, we're gonna. Alright, round we go until we have finished with this. Alright, let's see. Continue. And 1, 2, 3. Another 3. Alright. We need the pillars next. And the last bit is good and golden. So, Sky, you said we needed the pillars, right? Just to bring around the house. Okay, if we do this, I think this is ideal, right? And we add one layer for flooring and then one for for lighting as well. Yeah, this I think is starting to come together. Alright guys, I will be right back. Give me half a sec. I am back. Sorry, I just had to quickly head off for a sec. Okay, wait. There's a notification on my screen for some reason. Um, I see that it turned to night while I was away. So, where's the beds at? Grab the yellow bed back. Okay. And there we go. Now we have that set. Yeah, okay. I think because it's a modern house we're building, the next logical step would be to use whatever is our exterior block here, which is, of course, going to be sandstone, and build up until that height right there. And, yep. Okay. And I'm going to continue to mark it until I get to here. Okay. Now I need to knock that out. Going to mark this like so. Okay, where's that supposed to be? Okay, if we raise that up and then loop this around. That should seal the vibe, I think. Yeah, I think that solves what we're trying to do. Yep. Okay. And then we would need to replace this one and this one. Let's come in with this. And yep, there. All right. Yeah, that looks decent enough. We just need to probably push this back a wee bit. More than a wee bit, actually. Yeah, okay. Then we just need to switch to some kind of stained glass. So we're gonna go with white stained glass, no gray. Gray stained glass is probably our best bet. Where are we gonna get rid of? We don't need that many, so we're gonna get rid of those. Okay. I think this looks decent, right? Where are we dealing with this way? And right like so. Bring it around again. And it's starting to check out. right. What's new? So since the first set of all of this is nearly done, we need to go ahead and move on to the interior walls again, just so we don't lose focus of what we need to do. Okay, so I'm actually going to continue with the same theme, just, of course, in here. So this room's going to have the same theme as over there. Yeah, that should work pretty well, because it's the smooth sandstone doesn't really have too much interference to it. And yeah, I'm going to be using the new shelf blocks for a lot of detailing here, because they definitely are good for the walls. They can even be used for baseboards, I think. We're going to see how they look for that. Okay, keep building on this way. And yeah, almost there. All right, we didn't go that far with that. Okay, now with this, however, I do want to actually set that. Yeah, like so. You know, we're actually just go ahead and full on replace this with that. Yeah, that's probably our best bet actually, instead of doing like pillars on the corners, just completely just do it like this. All right, and we switch back to this thing. Yeah, that looks quite good. Okay. Really? Okay. Now we have that set up. We can proceed to layer this as is. I think we're doing, yeah, there we go. That definitely looks decent again. All right, how much more until we finish this up? Okay, we need to continue with the same theme across the whole thing. So that means over here as well. Until we get to the next and final room. I think we're gonna need to actually set this up accordingly. All right, and yeah, I might actually end up doing this the same setup as before. There we go. No, actually, no. This could just work as is. Now that I think about it. Yeah, I just do an entire wall like that. Just as a little cover-up thing. Okay, so is there any more sandstone variants now? Because we do want to add a little bit of variation for the final room. There is not sandstone variants, but there is in-stone bricks, and I think that might... No, we don't want that, do we? So... Mud bricks, however, could work. Let's do that. Man, this takes a while to punch to death. Okay. And we're gonna go back to bed yet again. Because we need to sleep this night. Okay. So once we have this finished, I think it should be a pretty easy task. Just go ahead and finish up the exterior as well. Okay, let's get this going. Come on, nearly there. Okay, and oh, come on. Just... Yep, we are nearing completion on this. And once you have the walls done, go into the ceiling and then the exterior. So, you know, the exterior and then the ceiling is actually probably better for me to do. So, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna be using the pale like oak walls just to see how that plays out with this. Because the fact they added a white wood is great for detailing, like really good for it. Yeah, we're gonna actually switch this out. There we go. That works. Oh, it's 3 wide. We have to do one more. Now we have consistency. Okay. The next thing I need is the walls. Not walls, whatever. It's the shelves things. Let me get rid of that from the inventory again. Okay. Problem with it though is that, as noted before, we can't do corners with it. So, what we're gonna do with the corners? We're gonna have to make the corners work somehow. We could do this. I don't want to do this, but we could. Man, that looks tacky. Okay. We'll see how this plays out. Okay, so get rid of that, and let's loop it further around. Oh, I have an idea that might save this. I do. we just need to, of course, try something right quick. And the something is going to be, is there a fence for the quartz? No. The closest fence is for diorite, of all things. So that wouldn't work. Okay. I mean, not fence, wall. As much as I hate to say it, we're gonna try and see what the wall ends up looking like. It's not the worst. I have to say it's not the worst. It at least connects it up. Okay. Alright, and loop this around. Gonna have to deal with the same situation here. And until we have finished with it. Come on. Just further. How wild this is, I must say. This is definitely a nice detailing block. And round we go until we have made it. And switch for our wood that is the same type. We don't need to connect it to the floor this time, so we should be fine. I actually might end up disconnecting it from the floor in that other room, because I do think it looks a bit ugly in there. Like, okay, look at this. You have this option, or you have the corners. I like the disconnected option a bit better. I do. I really like that better. So we're actually going to do it here on this corner too. And this one. Alright. And we're good. So the next thing that must be handled is this exterior. So need to figure out how this exterior would work. Honestly, we're gonna have to switch to something right quick. So we need colored blocks first. Maybe black terracotta. That might be our best bet. Alright, if we test this, yeah, the black terracotta is definitely a solid pick. I'm going to say that right now. We just have to, of course, be ready to connect it to the ground. And once we do that, we'll be good. Alright, and knock that out. We just need to get this side next, and what is going on with it? Alright, this section needs a whole swab of it. All right, and next up, we need to do the upper level floor plan. So, currently thinking doing something like this, where basically it extends a bit over, but not too much over. Yeah, that should work. Then we just loop it around to here. And we give it a bit of an overhang, just enough to where it justifies that. Then we do a little overhang again. Yeah, there we go. This is starting to look decent. Man, I swear days in this game are just so short. Okay, we're gonna loop it around to here. At least we don't have to deal with the other stuff we had to deal with earlier. Okay, we have to figure out where the staircase is gonna go. That's what we need to figure out next. Yeah, there we go. This is gonna be, I guess, a broom closet. Actually, no, we're just gonna continue to loop around. We'll switch the day in a minute. We're just gonna finish mapping out this design. All right. Gonna continue with that. And wrap it around until we get back to the start. So this definitely is coming together. Okay. If we bring this around to there. The next thing we need to deal with would be, does it look ideal? I would say it looks ideal enough. Where's my bed again? Okay, we need to take that. Okay. Yeah, that looks decent enough, for sure. So, I may want to remove this bit, though, just so it looks a bit more modern. And yeah, that's a start, for sure. What we're gonna need to do next, I think, is start shaping it. But I'm gonna be calling it just so I can grab myself some breakfast and then heading to bed. I know that sounds like the weirdest, most cursed thing to say, but yep. Let's see. Yep. We are probably not going to raid Gator right quick. And yeah. Here we go.